We got in the studios right here with Connected Dots. We got in the studio Mr. Napoleon Johnson. It has down here first AA reporter, which is politically correct for first African-American reporter. I'm still using black. First black reporter at the KPRC. And he don't want to be on the air, but he's in here, Mr. Democrat himself, Carl Davis. That's my main man. I want to let you know that on April 28th, to showcase the students' work over at plans for Ryan Middle School, Napoleon Johnson will be having an event. What he's done is he's in the class of 1958. Is that your class?
Right.
1950. Man, you look younger than me, brother. 1958. He's created a Yates class of 1958, all histories and photographs. Work on, and it's called The Lion in 1958. It's a 16-minute video, and it contributes to Ryan Middle School's Building Historic Preservation Report, and produce a new Ryan Art Gallery architectural designs. And so we're celebrating these achievements, and we're inviting you to attend this reception on Tuesday, April the 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. Remember, that's Tuesday, April 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the University of Houston School of Architecture atrium. It'll be free parking. I like that. At U of H, free parking in lot 16B off of Elgin after 5 p.m. This event is free, and we've got the blessing and the fortunate to have our brother Napoleon Johnson here. Brother Napoleon, welcome to Connected Dots.
Thank you, sir. How are you this morning?
Man, you can tell I'm all right now. You don't see no Red Bull in front of me. There's no coffee, anything. I just wake up like this. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, and I should correct a couple of things that you said. God blessed me to be among the first 3 or 4 African-American reporters in Houston.
Oh, so you're better by the bunch. All right.
But among the first 3 or 4.
Okay, well, the first 3 or 4. Let me write that there. First 3 or 4. They must have thought they were being taken over. Whatever, 3 or 4 of us rolled up in a place, they said, dang, man, what? But anyway, brother, I'm not going to talk about the mundane and the unimportant. Right. Let's talk about what is important.
What we're doing here, and we're talking about Ryan Middle School.
Yes.
And the building that has housed Ryan at 2610 Elgin for the last 58 years has a long and significant history. Back in 1926, it started out as Jack Yates Colored Senior High School.
So that was the original Jack Yates.
That was the original Jack Yates.
You know, a lot of us are transplants here to Houston.
Right.
We don't know the history of JY.
But also, that was 1926. In 1927, the Houston Colored Community College also was in that same building, I guess night classes, and that was the forerunner for Texas Southern University.
Man, that place got history. It got ghosts running around in that place.
So Jack Yates, a forerunner of Texas Southern, and then for the last 58 years, Ryan Middle School. Wow. And so it's worth discussing, it's worth knowing, worth preserving. And so one of the projects that this committee has pulled together is to seek a Texas Historic Landmark designation for that site.
Well, I can't think of anything greater. I remember in the early 80s coming to Houston. I came to Houston, in fact, it was 1980 when I came here. And I remember, talking about Jack Yates when it came to football, playing in the Dome. I mean, it was like nothing else. And we've seen over the years, and I mess with Carl, because he really is a activist. He's got so many people elected. They all owe him. That's why I call him Mr. Democrat. They all owe him. But I know that we can see what happened to Third Ward, which fed into the Yates feeder pattern.
Right.
And now we see Yates being it's being trimmed down. I don't know anyone else to say it, but it has a great and rich tradition.
Yates and Ryan, I guess, have come into a little bit of trouble over the years, and they're both struggling. But definitely Ryan, over the years, the neighborhood patterns have changed. It's now middle school. When I was going there, we probably had around 1,800 students from 7th grade through the 12th.
Wow.
But now it's a middle school with maybe around 400 or less. And the principal there, Mrs. Ruby Andrews, is trying to change this to an excellent school with more recognition, more for the students, trying to get more community support, and trying to get more parents involved. So we're trying to bring up Ryan. It has a rich history. There's a lot going on there, and we need to spread the word about it.
Now, you teamed up with the U of H's Architecture School of Architecture. Is there any particular importance to that?
Right. Actually, Professor Carol Blue, who's also a Yates graduate,